Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to look into how to choose the best WordPress hosting. As a beginner, if you are launching your first website, one of the most important decisions you will make is selecting the right hosting provider. But what exactly is WordPress hosting? So we are going to find out in this particular video. So I urge you to watch this video till the end so that you will not miss any step or any clip of this particular tutorial. And if you are joining for the first time, do wait to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Drop your comment in the comment section. Stay tuned as I walk you through how you can choose the best WordPress hosting for your project. Welcome back. WordPress hosting is a web hosting service optimized specifically to run WordPress website efficiently, securely, and reliably. It stores your website files and makes them accessible to visitors around the world. All right, that is the work of WordPress hosting. For beginners, choosing the wrong hosting can result in slow loading of your website or slow loading speed, all right, frequent downtime, security vulnerability, poor SEO performance. These are the implications of having wrong WordPress hosting service provider. These are the things that you are going to experience if your WordPress service provider or hosting provider is wrong. You are going to experience these particular things that I listed here for you. Now, we are going to choose why WordPress hosting matters for beginners. The reason why, as a beginner, you need to take your time to make best decision for your WordPress website hosting. So we are going to look why it's very important. Hosting provider directly imparts website speed. Okay, it makes your website to run speed. Your website has a contribution from your hosting provider, meaning that if you choose the wrong hosting provider, your website might not be speed. So it's important you choose the right hosting provider. That is why, as a beginner, this particular topic is very essential for you to listen to. Then, if your hosting provider is okay, it will give you uptime reliability and security protection and search engine rankings, then user experience. These are the things you are going to enjoy if you choose the best hosting provider. And these are the impacts of good quality. These are the impacts of hosting providers on any of your websites. Okay, so the next thing we are going to look into now is the types of WordPress hosting. Okay, and we are going to list it and explain it one after the other. All right, understanding hosting types helps beginners avoid overpaying or choosing a plan that is too advanced. As a beginner, you don't need to choose an advanced plan. For example, if you check on Hostinger, now if you choose plan on Hostinger, if you just click on pricings, then you can see this particular one, premium and business, then cloud startup. So as a beginner that doesn't know anything about cloud startup, so it is very wrong for you to choose this particular plan. Okay, choosing this plan might not actually give you exactly what you are looking for, or you may not actually handle the outcome of this particular area very well, because you are just a startup. You may not know the benefit of using this particular one. And when you use it, or when you subscribe for this plan, at the end of the year or at the end of your first year, you will see that the price or the renewal price may not be okay for what you can handle, because you may not aware that this particular area or this particular plan is not for you. All right, so that is why you need to understand the hosting type you are subscribing to before you go ahead to make your payment. For this example, before you make your payment, now to list the types of hosting, WordPress hosting, we have shared hosting. Okay, this first one now is shared hosting. So shared hosting, it works with multiple websites. Okay, and these multiple websites operate in just one server. You can get multiple websites operating on one server. So that is why it is called shared hosting. And this shared hosting is best for beginners. It's good for beginners because two people can share or two people can subscribe for one hosting provider. Okay, one hosting plan. And when two people or more than two people subscribe for one hosting plan, it have reduced the price. Okay, it's now affordable for them, and they can host their website in that same hosting provider. All right, so it's important because it helps to reduce the price, which is affordable pricing and easy setup, then beginner friendly, often includes one-click WordPress installation. Yes, so it's very important and very recommendable for beginners. So these are the first types of WordPress hosting that you need to consider to select. All right. Then the second one is VPS hosting, which is Visual Private Server. This one works as a visualized private environment within a shared server. All right, so how does this one work? It's better for performance and more control and scalable resources. So that is why this one is very okay. And this one is good for growing websites with increasing traffic. So if you are trying to grow your website with a huge of traffic, then this particular one, you need to consider going for this particular one. Then the third one is dedicated hosting. This one is good for its maximum performance, its full control, and high security. So that is why this particular one is very important and very okay. Then the fourth one is managed WordPress hosting. How does this one work? Hosting optimized exclusively for WordPress with maintenance handled by the provider. So you don't need to stress yourself on maintenance or whatever, all right, because this one is being handled by the provider, which is the WordPress. This one is just WordPress hosting, okay? Then, and the reason why this particular one is good is because it gives you automatic updates and enhanced security, then optimize your website speed, and give you expert WordPress support. So that is why you need to consider this particular one. Then, now let's look into the key features to look for in the best WordPress hosting for beginners. When evaluating providers, prioritize these essential features. These are the things that you need to put into consideration, okay? Because as a web designer or as a beginner, you don't need something that will stress you. You just need something that's very easy and make your work so easy and smooth. So the first one is uptime reliability. Okay, you need to have a hosting provider that will give you at least 99% guarantee of what you are, of why you are using the service. Okay, not to be having frequent downtime damage, and your SEO will not be there, search engine visibility, all those problems. So you need to have 99.9% uptime guarantee. All right. Then the second one is speed and performance optimization. These are the features that you need to consider while choosing your WordPress website. And these are also the sign of best WordPress hosting service provider that you need to put into consideration before you start choosing your hosting. The second one, speed and performance optimization. Fast hosting improves users' experience and Google rankings. So you need to consider a hosting provider that will enable or that will assist you in speeding your website performance and optimization. Then the third one is strong security measures. A hosting provider that will give you real-time security support and protect your website from being hacked or from being exposed. These are the kind of hosting provider that you need to put into consideration. And if you are hosting your website, you need to consider a hosting provider that will give you free SSL certificate and firewall protection, then malware scanning, automatic updates, automatic backup. So you need to consider or you need to be expecting this kind of things from your website hosting provider. Okay, then the fourth one is customer service quality. A hosting provider that will give you 24/7 customer service support, because at a point you may need assistance. All right, if something goes wrong on your website or on your hosting cPanel, you need assistance, something that goes beyond your experience. You need assistance. So that assistance will come from that hosting provider. They will give you 247 customer support service. So consider a hosting provider that will give you this particular opportunity. All right. Then the fifth one is easy WordPress installation. A hosting provider that will not stress you while trying to install your WordPress on your hosting provider. So you need a website that will give you one-click WordPress installation, pre-installed WordPress, beginner-friendly dashboard. These are the things that you need to put into consideration. Now, the other thing that you need to choose, that you need to look before choosing your hosting provider, is the pricing consideration, balancing cost with value. So many hosting providers advertise low introductory prices. However, beginners should consider number one, renewal pricing. Then the second thing is hidden fees. Make sure there is no other fees apart from what they have stated or what they have listed for you. Okay, apart from what they have listed there, make sure there is no other fees. Okay, like something that to have backup you need to pay, to have domain renewal you need to pay, to have email hosting charges, site migration fees, all these fees. So you make sure that these fees, if you cannot afford to comply with these extra fees, then you don't need to go ahead to purchase or to patronize that particular hosting provider if you cannot get all these things for free. Okay, then the third one is value over price. You need to choose a host provider that value their client. The cheapest hosting isn't always the best. Poor performance may cost more in lost traffic and SEO rankings. So if you are going for the cheapest hosting provider, you need to check if they are reputable, okay? If their reputation is okay, if they know what they are doing. So you may not just say it because their price is cheaper, then you cannot patronize them. But if most of those website or hosting provider, most of their prices are low, and if their prices are low, doesn't mean that they cannot offer you the good services. While some hosting providers, their service price is very high, may not guarantee you a quality services. All right. So these are the things that you need to put into consideration while choosing your hosting provider. Then the other thing is the scalability and growth potential. As your website grows, your hosting must scale with it. All right, so choose providers that offer easy plan upgrade. Not just, like I said before, not just to pay for the first plan. The problem is if the first year finish, can you be able to renew it? So you need to choose a hosting provider that will give you easy plan upgrades. In case you need to upgrade from your premium to another or to business, like Hostinger, they have three categories here, okay, on their plan. This one is premium, which is for starter, and this one is business, which is someone that is maybe this starter you can only host three websites. Why? Business you can only host 50 websites. Then this cloud startup you can only host 100 websites. So in case you need to upgrade in future, so upgrading from premium to business, you need to consider the price. If the price is friendly, if the price is flexible and easy, okay, not only the price, if it's something that will actually work for you, so you need to put it in consideration. Then the other thing is increase bandwidth options. So you need to consider this particular one as one of the things that you need to also consider this particular one before you choose any of the hosting providers. Flexible storage expansion, cloud hosting integration, planning prevent expensive migration later. So all these things you need to put it into consideration. All right. So now the other thing that you need to consider is the impact of hosting, the SEO impact of hosting choice. So consider a hosting provider that will allow your website to get speed optimization, to be optimized to rank to rank high. Okay, Google prioritizes fast loading websites, slow servers, increase bounce rates, and reduce rankings. So if your server, which is your hosting, is very low, your pages may not rank high on Google. Okay, you also need to consider the server location, then uptime, stability, and security, and SSL. Okay, then these are the things that you need to put into consideration. So now let's look into the main reason of this tutorial, which is the recommended WordPress hosting providers for beginners. So you need to take your notes, take your pen, put everything down in case you want to choose the best hosting provider for your new project. Now consider Bluehost. This Bluehost offered affordable shared hosting, officially recommended by WordPress.org, free domain for first year, and give you 24/7 support. And this one is best for budget cautious beginners. Then the second one is SiteGround. This one has excellent performance, strong security feature, daily backups, and beginners-friendly dashboard. This one is also good for users prioritizing speed and support. Then the third one is Hostinger. This one has a competitive pricing, good performance for entry-level plans, easy to use custom control panels, and this one is best for beginners on tight budget. Then, but not the least, is WP Engine Managed Hosting. This one offered you premium managed WordPress hosting, high-end performance, advanced security, and automatic backups. So these are the recommended hosting providers that you can check out today for your website project. Okay, now if you are to choose the best hosting provider, you need to consider choosing shared or managed hosting. Then consider verified 99.9% uptime guarantee. You need to be sure of that. Then you need to ensure fast SSD storage. You need to also confirm free SSL certificate and confirm renewal and review renewal pricing. Also test customer service support, then plan for scalability. So these are the things you need to consider before you purchase any hosting provider plan. Okay, so in summary, learning how to choose the best WordPress hosting for beginners doesn't have to be complicated. To focus on reliability, speed, security, support, scalability, transparent pricing. These are the things you need to put into consideration. So this video, at this point, I've explained how you can get quality and easy to access hosting provider that will give you quality services and help you to manage your website properly. So if you find this video helpful, do it to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow on Facebook, drop your comments in the comment section. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.